Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I am live, and this is, I guess, day 7, maybe eight of my live challenge. And I just have something on my mind to share tonight. Sometimes when I have these thoughts about going live and speaking on these topics, I don't know why God gives them to me on that particular day. But I'm like, if I don't go live and talk to the people about this thing, then somebody may be missing out on what they need to hear. So let me first say, my name is Dr. Terry Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million dollar legacies. And on tonight, I'm going to speak about when to say no to collaboration and partnership opportunities. This is something that has come up a few times. I am a business owner. I have my own agency. I'm a financial consultant. I am a conference host, but I'm also a business coach. And with some of my laser coaching clients, my one-on-one clients, we've been having conversations lately. And I've shared with them as they continue to grow their income, their impact, and their influence, there are going to be some people that are going to want to collaborate with them, right? They're going to want to partner with them. And as you continue to grow, you need to know how to say no to certain collaborations and partnerships and conversations. And it is okay to know that your answer is going to be no. You are going to hurt some feelings, but it's okay. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save your reputation. It is going to just make it a much better situation. If you have that gut feeling that you should say no, the answer is no. Tell them no. Now, I'm not able to see any comments right now, but if you do have comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section. I will respond to them after the live. If you're watching me live, say hey. Okay. Hello. Good evening. If you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic of saying no to collaborations and partnership opportunities. The first thing that I want to say is not everyone who wants to partner with you need to know what you're doing. Not everyone who says they may want to partner with you really want to partner with you. Sometimes people just want to know what you're doing. And even the Bible says, like, there are times when you should not let your right hand know what your left hand is doing, the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Y'all know what it says. And that's for a reason. So sometimes you'll have people, and by the way, I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. I'm just speaking on this topic because I know I hear a lot of people talk about, oh, collaboration, like this is the year of collaboration. The people at the top are collaborating. Yes, they are collaborating, but there are things that happen with the good, solid collaborations that you need to make sure are happening when you get ready to collaborate. For example, if somebody is wanting to collaborate with you, they are looking to not just benefit from your expertise, but they're looking to bring something to the table to make life easier for you. It's a give and take. It's not a just, hey, I want your knowledge. I just want to use your audience. I just want to use your energy. I want to use your brand. I want to be able to say, because I'm attached to you, I have more credibility. No, that's not collaboration. Collaboration is, hey, Queen, I see what you're doing. Here's my area of expertise. Here's your area of expertise. If we work equally on a project, but you may be working outside and I'm working on the inside, we can create something incredible. Now, that's collaboration, right? That's collaboration. So when you are assessing whether or not you should say yes to a collaboration or a partnership, these are things that you should consider. Sharice, hi, Sharice. I see you are watching on LinkedIn. Your self-respect will stay intact. I am live. Good. I'm glad you are watching me live on tonight. So when you are looking to collaborate or assess whether or not a potential colleague or business partner should partner with you, you want to first look at the communication styles. And if there's communication issues in the beginning, that is a sign. That is a red flag. If you are having trouble having simple communication cues in the beginning, it may be a problem later on. 9 times out of 10 is going to be a problem later on. So if someone is super excited and then after a day or two, they're less excited, they ghost you, you don't hear from them, then you have to be like, hey, knock. Yeah, they're probably not that interested. They're probably not interested. Make sure that the communication is consistent, right? Make sure that they understand that in order for you to truly collaborate, you must have hard conversations. When people want to collaborate, I like to ask about numbers. I like to share my numbers as well. If you are going to collaborate with someone, you're going to say, this is what I'm bringing to the table. This is a problem that needs to be solved. Here's how we can solve the problem together. Let's say, for example, if someone has a project, let's say they have a business, right? And their business is bringing in $1 million a year, right? But their staff morale sucks. So the leader knows how to lead in order to bring in the money, in order to bring in the revenue. But even though they're bringing in millions of dollars, the morale of the team sucks. So they may say, you know what? I'm going to bring in my friend to help me solve this problem. And I'm going to help this friend solve their problem, right? So I am going to bring in this friend to help me with the staff, to help me with the morale of the team. And I'm going to help them with their bottom line. So together we're going to do something amazing. Maybe we're going to create something like a gung ho. That's one of the things I used to love, y'all. I used to work at Men's Warehouse, and we would get so excited to have our adult field day, y'all. This was like 2012, and we would have people come from all over the region, and we would go to a park and we would compete against the different stores. So our store at the time was 1485. So 1485 would compete against 1502, 1501. This is like the Memphis area, by the way. We would compete against each other in the other stores. And then there was this guy named Chazaray. I don't know where he is today, but hey, Chazaray, if you happen to watch this video, but Chazaray was like our district or a regional leader, and he would make sure that he kept the energy high, right? And so the leaders of the store, the managers of the store, were able to boost the morale by being able to partner and collaborate with other managers to keep the team spirits high, right? And so they would bring in experts. Now I'm talking about Men's Warehouse. They would bring in experts. They would bring in ideas so that they can help solve a problem together. If you have someone who wants to collaborate, but they don't have their ducks in a row, they may not want to collaborate. They may just want to learn from you and not pay you. Can I be real? I don't know who this is for, but I'm just saying what thus said the Lord. Like, be careful. I've had people who said, oh, Terry, long before I start doing the Attract Abundance Conference, the Business Women Building Wealth Luncheon, like before it started getting the traction that it's getting now, by the way, y'all, this year is going to be off the chain and off the charts. But long before that time came, people would say, oh, let's do this together. Let's do that together. I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to pull my weight. What are you bringing to the table? I know I'm going to take care of these set of tasks. What set of tasks are you bringing in? Speaking of the conference, when I have my experts come in and speak, I know that they're going to bring people who are amazing to be in the room. They're going to bring their expertise. While I'm speaking about my expertise, they're going to speak about their expertise, and we're collaborating together. When we go live, when we do interviews, when we share each other's bios and our email list, like we're collaborating together, right? Before I even ask somebody to partner with me, I give them my numbers. The Business Women Building Wealth community has this many women. This is the percentage of professionals that we know from the data that we have that are full-time entrepreneurs, part-time entrepreneurs. Here are the numbers. If somebody wants to collaborate with me, let's say they want to work with a TNA Financial Group, I can give them the numbers. I can show the numbers. I can say, this is what the agency produced last year. This is what I produced last year. I am still the main income generator in my business. I don't go in not answering questions. That's another red flag. If somebody wants to partner with you or collaborate with you, they need to be open and honest and tell you about where they are. Because even if they're doing well on the outside to the rest of the world, there has to be a reason that they want to do something different in this season. Maybe they want to reach a different audience. Maybe they want to reach a different demographic. Maybe even though they are bringing in more money than they've ever brought in before, they're also losing more money. I was listening to a video earlier today about this case study. I'll just say this case study where this company was losing over 6 figures a month because of bad decision making. 6 figures a month. And so they collaborated with somebody who could help them solve that issue, and it solved their issue because the person that they collaborated with was able to take some stuff off his plate. So he was like, if y'all take care of this, I'll help y'all with that. That's how you have strong collaborations and partnerships. All right. You want to make sure that, again, things are clear. You speak about numbers. You speak about money. Yes, people are collaborating at the top, but how are we going to collaborate? How much are you willing to give in order to receive X, Y, and Z? You give this, this is what you're going to get. If the compensation is unclear, if the partnership is unclear, if the percentages are unclear, if your contributions, whether it is financial, time-wise, if that is unclear, that could be a red flag. Maybe this is a partnership that you should look at later when they have their stuff together, or maybe you shouldn't collaborate. Maybe you should just do your own thing. Too many times we think we got to collaborate to make something great. We don't have to collaborate with people to make something great. You great on your own. Collaboration is great, but you don't always have to collaborate. I think that is an issue with a lot of people who can do amazing things. Even one of my clients, I've shared with her more times than I can count. You are the bomb.com. You are the sauce. You are the juice. You got the sauce. You got the juice. You are the solution. You the one that everybody wants. I just can't wait for you to see that. Like, you are attracting abundance because you are a freaking magnet. When you walk into rooms, people see you without you having to say a word. People know you without you even looking their way. That you have a reputation that precedes you even walking into the room. So you're thinking that you need to partner with somebody to increase your credibility when you're already credible. You are incredible, as a matter of fact. So no, you don't need to collaborate, because when you are collaborating with someone on some projects, their vision is different from your vision. And it's okay for you to have two different visions. If you have two different visions, you go two separate ways. But you can still be good friends. I have a friend. Her name is Meredith. During the pandemic, we were like, let's come together. We started something called Secure the Bag, sis. Have y'all heard of it? Nope, because we decided to just dissolve that partnership. But guess what? We stayed friends. We stayed friends, and it's okay that it didn't work. She went her way with her business, and I went my way with my business. Because we realized early on, your communication style and the way you like to do things is very different from how I like to do things. And the way I do things may drive you up the wall. And the way you do things may drive me up the wall. And then also, your style is different from my style, right? So when you are looking to do something great, you can bring in potential partners. You can collaborate on different projects sometimes, or sometimes you can just support each other. Sometimes you truly can support each other. If you have somebody that doesn't want to put things in writing, if there's no clarity in how both of you are going to benefit equally, red flag. red flag. If they don't really want to see you as their equal, it's a red flag, right? It's a red flag. Not saying that, well, let me say this. When I say if they don't see you as their equal, if they see you as someone who don't see how great you are, oh, they're going to take advantage of that. They're like, she don't know how great she is. We're going to milk her till she dry and in this collaboration. The answer is no. It needs to be mutually beneficial. Don't sign up to be in parasitic relationships, in situationships, in friendships, in business partnerships, because if you do, you can make your way out. But if you do, it's one-sided. It's one-sided. And it's okay to elevate. And it's okay to be in another season and look for a different type of partner to collaborate with. It's okay to say, well, 5 years ago, I was looking to do this. But in the next 5 years, I'm looking to do this. So I need a different type of partner in this season. 5 years ago, I was just focused on selling policies. 5 years from now, I really want to see how my company is being valuated compared to other companies, just in case I decide I want to sell it for millions of dollars. So you have to learn to say yes to some things and no to other things, and no is going to be okay. That's not saying no, you're not a good friend. No, you trash. No, I don't like your idea. Just no, it's not aligned, or no, it's not a good time. Sometimes you will say no to potential partnerships and collaborations and opportunities because it can be very distracting from what you're doing in that season. Okay? If you can relate, put a I can relate in the comment section. I can't tell you how many times I've had people come to me with different opportunities, and I'm like, oh, I want to say yes because I want to show support, but I know good and doggone well, if I say yes, that's going to take away from my bottom line. That's going to take away from my 2026 goals, or last year, or 2024, whatever year it was. I know I have to be laser focused, right? Let's say, for example, I'm a financial consultant. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker. I do quite a few things, and I'm an MC. I bring in money in different ways in my company. Beautiful thing. I believe in multiple streams of income. But if somebody say tomorrow, Terry, I really want you to get your real estate license so you can become a realtor, because I know you will be a fabulous realtor and work with our real estate agency. Great. I know I will be too. But however, in this season, my goal is to make 10 times more money by doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, 10 times better, 10 times more efficiently, 10 times faster. So in this season, me studying to become a realtor is not the best effective use of my time. Maybe there's another way we can collaborate. Maybe there's another way we can partner. However, I do know somebody else that may be good for you. So now I can give them another recommendation. Or maybe I'm not being a realtor, but maybe we can find some type of situation or some type of agreement where we can become affiliates for each other. You're a great realtor. I'm a great insurance agent. Your clients need mortgage protection. I offer mortgage protection. There are different ways that you can collaborate. There are different ways that you can partner. But you have to understand when things are offered at the right time and at the wrong time. And if it's aligned. If something, let's say for example, let's say you started something and then you quit because you said, well, maybe this isn't the right time. But that thing just keeps coming up, and you can't get away from it. You can't get rid of it. Maybe God's trying to tell you something, right? And if he is trying to tell you something, your next job, your next assignment is to find the right mentor, the right coach, the right partner, the right collaboration opportunities. If you are new to the thing, if you know that you can't do it on your own, you do want to find the right partner. See, the the beautiful side of having great partnerships and having great collaborations is together, everybody achieves more. You're not meant to do everything on your own. Not everything, but you just have to be discerning. And you have to know if you see red flags, the answer is no, right? Sometimes we'll pray and say, God, give me a sign, give me a sign. Let me know which way to go and which way not to go. And he will give you a sign and you want to ignore the sign because you just are so hooked on possibility or potential instead of what's happening right there in front of you. Okay, you got to make sure that people's values and integrity matches yours. If people are very vague on their ethics, what they believe in, what they don't believe in, what they adhere to, what they don't adhere to, you don't really know how to go with them. Okay, you don't know how to go with them. And then lastly, I would say if there is a power and control dynamic that is an issue in the beginning, it's going to be an issue for a long time. So if you're talking and this person who wants to partner with you or collaborate with you, if they cut you off, if they dismiss your feelings, if they dismiss your expertise, if they talk over you, especially if they're talking in front of other people, if they minimize you, if they try to embarrass you, if they try to make you look like you are not the one that you are, if they are intimidated by your light, they're going to try to embarrass you if they are not who they present themselves to be a lot of times. So when they try to embarrass you, make you look bad to make themselves look good, cut it off. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Because if there's a power dynamic issue going on, that partnership is not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? If they want to make all the decisions and don't take accountability for the decisions when things go well and when things go bad, that partner is going to drive you out of your mind. You're going to be like, dang, I should have did this by myself. I can do bad all by myself. So I don't know who this is for, but I do know that I'm going live, giving you tips, tools, and strategies to help you on your wealth building journey. And I hope this has been beneficial. So make sure that as you're going into the rest of 2026, as you continue to shine and people are like, oh my gosh, I want to connect with you, make sure you take your time before you say yes, so you can make sure that you're saying no when you need to say no. It will save you time. It will save you energy. It will save you money. And you'll be grateful that you did it. If you found this to be educational, inspirational, or motivational, put those words in the comment section. I wish I could see some of y'all comments. I see a few hearts and likes and cares. So I will acknowledge you in my comments. But until then, I thank y'all so very much. And I'm going to get back working on making sure that this first quarter is as great and as grand as it could be. So thank you again for watching. My name is Dr. Terry Alford. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist, and I specialize in helping you attract abundance and retire wealthy. If you want to meet with me, there's a link in the comment section. You can book a call, and I'll talk to you then. That's all. Adios. Good night.